The first major tournament of 1985 was the White and Mackay PGA Championship at Wentworth. Going into the final round, Ken Brown and young Mike McLean led the way, chased by Ian Woosnam and Sandy Lyle. Brown and McLean soon fell away, and it was left to Ballesteros to make the first challenge. By the 14th, he was 1 under par.
Oh, look at this, could it go in? That was spinning back straight at the hole, and he's going to go another 1 under par after that shot.
Severiano's second shot at the 15th. Oh, that could spin down the hill. Isn't that just splendid? 15th green, Severiano Ballesteros for a birdie 3. This to go 3 under par. Not an easy putt. And down and across the slope. Looking nice. And a 2 at the last, so nearly a 1 and a 3 here, getting into the most difficult holes when all the nerves are a-tingling, and that's what makes the great great. 18th fairway, Seve Ballesteros' second shot, a majestic drive to the top of the hill, almost on a down slope. In fact, he is on the down slope. Still a long iron, but I'm sure this is going to be a gem. And he's hit it low and right at the target. Look at this one. You don't think this fella can play? My word, a little bit unlucky. Ripped it in low. Got a little shoot, but quite close to the pin. This is one of these little chips that Seve is so very good at. He'll be thinking about holding this. Not an easy one. Not lying all that well. Little stab with a 9-iron and oh, a little beauty. A birdie 4 and 4 under for Severiano. Sets the target for those coming up behind.
To a man with many victories behind him, Ryder Cup captain Lee Trevino and the Dunhill Masters at Woburn. After the first day had been washed out, 2 rounds had to be played on the final day. At lunch, Roger Davis had a lead of 3 shots, but by the time the leaders had reached our cameras, things had changed. Trevino had joined Davis at 9 under. Seve Ballesteros was 5 under, and Nick Faldo, who won't regard 1985 as one of his finer years, was at 2 under. Here's his second to the par 4 16th.
Oh, and a fine shot, taking full advantage of it, and a good chance for birdie. Faldo, 69 this morning, that's 3 under par, but so far level par this afternoon, 2 under. Oh, and in she goes. Goes to 3 under par, 1 under today.
So there we are, a view from the back of this 17th green, this 329-yard par 4. Nick Faldo ideally placed in the fairway. 3 under par after that fine birdie on 16. About 100 yards or so. And that's a fine shot. This then for a birdie 3. Well, tradesman's entrance, but they all count. Well done, Nick. Goes to 4 under par.
Trevino's second at the 16th. He's hit it right over the top of the hill and has a shot of no more than 120 yards.
Very long iron. And in the bunker, and that won't be too bad if it's come off the downslope.
You know, Trevino from the back of the 16th green. Little chip, and well, he's left himself a bit to do, and he's missed a couple of putts earlier on.
Third shot. Well, sand a little bit wet. He would have been looking for something a little bit better than that, but I think he was perhaps on the down slope.
Trevino for a 4 at the 16th. No, that was not a good putt. Blame something else, but he didn't hit through it. He didn't hit it at the hole, and that's one gone. Could be very costly. That goes back to 8 under, 1 behind Davis.
15th green, Roger Davis, the leader. This for a par, though. This to stay ahead of the field. If it misses, he'll be tied with Trevino at 8 under. Tied again they will be. Slightly edgy one. The old head came up a fraction early there. This putt for a birdie 4 and to be 5 under par. Looks pretty good. Very good indeed. A sparkling finish from Fowler. 3 birdies in a row, home in 34, around a 69, and a total of 283. 5 under par. Good playing.
Well, he's done it well. He's played it very well indeed.
Seve then, this long putt for a birdie 3, 2 for a par 4 at the 16th. Oh, great try.
Trevino then on the 17th for a birdie 3. How close it was. He's been last 4 greens, he's had birdie opportunities, 2 of them. He dropped that one you saw on the hole before.
Oh, it was a great try. It's right on line, and he knows it. Seve for his 4 at the 16th. Ooh. Tentative. They're getting a little spiky, a little bumpy, these greens, and that's one dropped. He goes back to 4 under and leaves Nick Faldo in 3rd place on his own at 5 under.
Trevino, second shot at the 18th from light rough. Aiming it way out left, trying for a low cutter. Here it comes, swinging in. Made a very good contact there. And gets a very good bounce forward. Oh, this is a magnificent shot. This is a magnificent stroke from Trevino. And that looks to be a certain eagle 3 to me. And that could do it, but you never know.
Roger Davis, 17. Needs 2 birdies to finish. Well, and that may be trouble for him.
Trevino at the 18th, and he's enjoying this moment. The American Ryder Cup captain this year, and how popular he's been as a visitor to these shores for so many years, not only with his sparkling golf, but in so many of our pro celebrity golf series where people still talk of him so very fondly. What a great character.
No, I see Roger there in BBC cables. That's the game. They move the wires, you see. Take a... This is unlucky for him, actually. They move the cables and put the ball as directly underneath where it was sitting on the cables as they can, so it looks like he's going to be stymied.
Trevino taps that little one in for an eagle 3. What a second shot. And 10 under par. And how very happy he must feel. Really marvellous playing from Trevino, 45 years of age. Well, life begins at 40, they say, and that's the first time he's won British Masters. And as Bruce was saying, tit for tat for Langer, who plays our circuit mostly, winning their Masters.
Roger Davis then second shot. There you are, you see, could only just chip it outside. Was dead stymied by the tree, and that was unfortunate for Roger there.
Paul Way at the 18th, second shot. That's super long iron as well. Chance for an eagle 3.
So Roger Davis really needs this one now. He needs this one and an eagle 3 on 18 to tie. No. And so, barring miracles, Lee Trevino is going to win this Dunhill Masters here at Woburn 1985.
The green now, Paul Way for an eagle 3. 4 under, this to go 6 under. And ooh, a birdie for Paul. He goes 5 under, tied with Nick Faldo.
Lee, many congratulations. That was quite a shot to the last hole.
Well, I had about 250 yards, and I said I'm just going to hit this 3-wood and hit it as hard as I possibly can, and I never dreamed that it would go up there 6 inches from the hole, but I made a bad mistake. I didn't putt that well on the back nine. I hit the ball extremely well, I thought, close, for the exception of the only long putt I really had was on the 13th hole, but I overclubbed on the 16th hole, went over, and really didn't hit that good of a chip, and didn't hit a good putt either.
8 under par, though, was a tremendous total for today. Conditions weren't easy.
Well, I felt like, you know, in 36 holes, a lot of things can happen, and I've seen people come from a long way back to win a championship, and when I play 36 holes in one day, I always play the second round much better, and when I saw Seve get in trouble this morning, bogeying 3 holes in a row, then I thought he had left the gate open, and I said, well, if I can shoot 67 this afternoon, I have an outside chance of winning it, and it looks like that I do have an outside chance of winning.
Tell me, Ryder Cup towards the end of this summer, how's your team shaping up?
Well, I think the team is shaping up very well, but so is the European team. It's shaping up also very well, but I think that now they see how I play these courses, they might want me on the Ryder Cup team, but no, I'm very proud to be the captain of the Ryder Cup this year, and the team is going to be a very good one, and I'm sure you're going to have a good one, and it's just going to be it's going to be the 8th wonder of the world. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, if the Ryder Cup is the 8th wonder of the world, this fellow to most golfers is the 9th. Seve Ballesteros, his second to the par 5 18th.
He went the high, sky-high route. And leaving us something to remember him with. Almost pitched straight in the hole. Oh, he's such your nerves are tingling, he does. Now have a look at this. Now Seve puts everything he can into this. The backswing, everything looks about normal and Seve-like. But now when he gets to the top and starts to down, the left heel bangs down. And now he throws that club. Now watch how ungainly looks after it. He's driven the club head right under the ball, smashed it as high and as hard as he can, right on and on and on. And I think that might be registering about 8 on the Richter scale in Vladivostok. That was tremendous blow. Put it past him. Oh. Would you believe that? Just wobbled a little bit at the end, but what a magnificent 4 for Seve to finish with. And how he must be ruining that rather sloppy finish he put in this morning. With the last 9 and 41 this morning for around the 74. And that's been very expensive, and that's not taking anything away from Lee Trevino, who's played quite magnificently today.
Our next tournament takes us across the Irish Sea to the Royal Dublin Golf Club and the Carroll's Irish Open. Yet again a playoff, and incidentally one of 7 during the 1985 season. This time it was between the giants, Seve Ballesteros and Bernhard Langer, by now US Masters champion. They halved the first playoff hole, the 17th, and moved to the 18th, a 463 yards par 4 dogleg with out of bounds all the way down the right-hand side. Both negotiated the demanding tee shot well, and it's Ballesteros to play first.
Ballesteros' second shot. Now, is this going to be the moment when he's going to produce one of his real gems? Looks good. Has he picked the right club? Yeah, fine shot. Now, Langer's second. 6 iron. Oh, now he seemed to move his right shoulder a bit high into that one, but has he got away with it? Yes, just pushed it. They're about equidistant from the hole, opposite sides. This is Tony Gray, an excellent, one of the excellent tournament organisers, tournament director here this week. Oh, look at this, striding out. Who'd be a referee? Well, we could have told him it was Langer's 10 minutes ago, couldn't we, Peter?
That's the Irish system for pacing out, Peter.
And interesting again, Langer putting from long range now. He still moves his grip around just on the moment, the way he feels at the moment. Oh, it's very short. Good yard short. So this to be the Irish champion of 1985. It's asking a lot. Would you believe it? That is quite sensational. Just when you think you've seen it all, something like that happens. That is absolutely marvellous. And Seve did his little boxing routine at the end, which I'm sure we'll see time and time again. And wasn't it all worthwhile? Seve Ballesteros then, the champion for 85.
And that was to be the first of 5 victories for Seve. He went on to collect the French Sanyo and Spanish Open titles and beat Bernhard Langer again to win the Suntory World Match Play for the 4th time in 5. In August, Bernhard Langer won his national championship, and a week later he came to Sunningdale for the Panasonic European Open. This was the position he found himself in after 11 holes of the final round, 10 under par and 3 shots clear of the field. One of those on 7 under was the defending champion, Gordon Brand Jr., here at the short 13th.
Oh, what about this? Nice motor car, if that had gone in.
14th green, Des Smith for his birdie 4. Just ran on a wee bit. This is all of 9 or 10 feet. Smith 7 under. Needs this, and perhaps he might squeeze a birdie or 2 out of the last 4 holes, but it's not easy. Beautiful touch. 8 under. John O'Leary at the 14th, second shot. 7 under par. Oh, what a nice little bounce through the bunker.
13th green, the second fairway behind it. And Brand Jr. must hold this, and he should do, in all honesty. Yes, straight in the middle. 2 for him, he goes to 8 under. Couple behind Bernard Langer. Safely negotiated, stays 10 under. 2 in the lead, ahead of Brandon Smith.
Third shot, Seve Ballesteros 18th. That ball was lying very awkwardly, and look at this catch. Marvellous little shot. Control and skill. Seve should get that, but he's not going to do any better than 5.